Hopefully it should be. Other than that, what's going on? We live now. Look like everything good. So we live, man. Shout out to everybody. Um, yeah, man. What can you say? But like I said before, man, in this league, a victory is a victory, and you take them. Ain't no fucking moral victories in this league. Ain't no excuses. People always gotta have excuses, and they gotta come up with some, and that's just what happens in this league. It ain't always gonna be pretty. Things ain't gonna always go your way. But that's the NFL, man. You gotta be able to. What's up, Ralphie? You got to be able to overcome injuries. You got to be able to have that next man up mentality. You can't just be sitting up there making excuses to, oh, well, we didn't have our best players and we didn't have Purdy and we didn't have, you don't know what would happen, with a free win. I don't think victories are free. You still got to go out there and play. You still got to go out there and execute. They was only missing on the defense Nick Bosa. So yes, players would have made differences, but at the end of the day, like I said, it's always the next man up mentality. You can't sit up there and say, oh, well, we had Bosa and Purdy. Things would have happened. You don't know that. You can't tell the future. You don't know what would happen. Could have been, we could have won by more. Could have, we could have lost by more. Could have won by, So, I mean, that's just, and we ain't even we didn't have Jair, no Cooper, Dobbs went down. So, you just can't sit there and be like, oh, excuse, that's what teams do. They make excuses and you got to make sure you have you got to make sure you have, what's up, the team? What's up? You got to make sure you have options behind players to step up when things happen. You should have your quarterbacks ready. Jordan Love went down. We had Malik Willis, won 2 games. Good morning. It's morning over there where you at, huh? So, sitting up there and trying to DB Cooper, Packers D and number 8 won this game. Of course, I was so happy for Josh Jacobs pulling off the hat trick, kind of getting Packers fans to shut the fuck up about Aaron Jones, and we got rid of Aaron Jones and all that shit. Like, I think that solidify himself as a key player in our offense, and we need to keep feeding him the ball. And like I said, once it get colder, and it's gonna be a chore trying to tackle this guy. It's gonna be a chore. So it ain't gonna be something that they want to do. It's gonna wear defensive lines down. It's gonna wear teams down having to tackle a guy that big. And it's also going to open up the pass. It's going to open up things in the offense. Big fumble to force that fumble on Christian McCaffrey was big, especially after he got like a big ass chunk play. It was like a 30-some yard play, and go in there and force the ball out was a big play. X-Man 7 interception. Yes, felt like he has more than 7. Him by himself has more interceptions than we had the whole last year, which is awesome. To get, you know, that to force three turnovers. Still, we're still one of that. We got to be the top five of turnovers this season, forcing them. You know, which is good, man. When your defense can give you extra possessions. Seems like this is something that Halfley is coaching. The punching of the football, the stripping of the football, going after the football, especially when you have an ability to get around a quarterback. You know, pressures today, good pressures. Kenny Clark was able to recover a fumble after a really bad false start. Like when he false starts or neutral zone infractions, whatever fuck you want to call them. When he does it bad. Like he literally, like, you know, I know he wants a sack and everything, but good defense with the rush. I think we played really well against the rush. I thought they would lean on that more. You know, that quarterback, man, he can make plays, man. He was getting the ball in there. He was trying to thread the needle. Samuel had some drops, some plays that he didn't make. The ball going through his hands. But you know, it was, you know, Kittle had a good game. But I think us taking the run away the way we did, kind of, you know, and scoring points, and that's the main thing, man. You got to start scoring points, bro. Like, you know, I for that whole fucking third quarter, I'm just like, get the game over with. You know, get this shit over with. Put them out their misery, and we still have issues with putting teams away. You know, I know Dobbs went down and that caused the issue, but you know, you gotta have guys ready. Wicks and Heath. Heath was able to get him a touchdown, but these guys have to be ready at a drop of a hat to make plays. And I thought that was a big strength of us last season, was just spreading the ball around, and making these guys, Wicks and Heath, and Wicks had a great season, and like Bo Melton had a good season at the end of the season, and they were able to help, especially with Watson being down and shit. You know, Watson pissed me off today with that fucking drop. I mean, you literally had a touchdown to walk in a fucking end zone, bro. Like you would have ran right into a fucking Lambeau leap, you know, and I don't know. I don't know if it's his nerves or what it is, and things like that, but plays like that you got to make, bro, because that could have easily broke the game wide open. Like the game would have been over to me. I mean, it was over after, you know, 21-10, but still you have that ability to put the game away. You have to do it. Good for them being home. I know we play Thursday. We play Miami. Hell of a secondary there. I doubt Jair is playing in that game either, just because of the severity of that PCL injury. I guess it was PCL tear. We might see Cooper, but I doubt Jair is playing, and that's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough going up against Tyreek Hill and that explosive ass offense. But the main thing is just getting Tua out of his, you know, mode, and kind of getting him, you know, moving around back there. And I know that's how we was able to beat him last time when we played Miami, was just to, you know, disrupt him and disrupt the things he do. He likes a lot of those quick slant passes. So the middle linebacker is going to really have to be alert. I think Quay had a better game this game. Had a chance for an interception. early in the first quarter. Wasn't able to make that play. But I feel like he had a better game, especially in the pass rush, on the blitzes, stuff like that. Just got to clean up them stupid ass penalties, man. Lining up in the neutral zone. Come on now. It's common sense says, you're supposed to be behind the ball. You're not supposed to, you're not supposed to be, lined up the way you lined up, and those can be crucial plays that cost you a game, cost you points, whatever. Give a team a first down, anything. But I felt for one, it was mostly a clean game, and I just like how the offense was able to kind of match the physicality of the Niners. Now again, it ain't Nick Bosa out there, but still, they were able to get 2 sacks. They were able to kind of get Love in some trouble in that third quarter, rushing a lot better and things like that. And Love has to not be so decisive in forcing the ball and just going through his reads, man, to just throw the fucking ball away, bro. Just throw it away, man. Don't take the sack there. You had too much time to take a sack. That's just you trying to do too much. You trying to make a play, I understand, but just throw that motherfucker away, bro. Live for another down. Don't, even though one of them was on third down, he got sacked, but you got to be careful with that, man. That's how injuries happen, or that's how, turnovers happen, man, trying to do too much. And he said he wasn't going to start doing that again, but you see him kind of just all over the place with his reads. Yeah, but great game by Jacobs, man, over 100 yards. First Green Bay Packer with 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. So even though Jones had 3 touchdown games, he had couple of the motherfuckers. If I can remember, I know it was 2 Dallas ones or 1 Dallas. I think it was 1 Dallas. Multiple touchdown game. He never hit 100 yards. So yeah. Nate, what's going on, G? So yeah, man, big game. Again, big game in the division. I think an even bigger game for the Niners. Man, they're going to have to go on some type of run here. I think they got Seattle or somebody next. No. They got Buffalo next. Whew. Man, good luck with that. Sip on my cold one. This shit is nice and frozen. Got a little ice in there. But you got Buffalo next, man. If you letting us put up 38, expect the same. Expect the same from Buffalo. I wouldn't bet against Buffalo this game. But again, out to 49ers fans, man, it is what it is, man. It's starting to look like this end of an era thing is starting to catch up with y'all, man. A little bit of that Super Bowl hangover shit. Yeah, I know injuries is injuries, but again, I think the Purdy situation was kind of a freak accident that happened. But it looked like some of these guys, man, their times are, Kittle had a good game again. Trent Williams, I was surprised he wasn't playing. I'm like, how the fuck, Trent? What the fuck happened to Trent Williams? But yeah, Trent Williams not playing. Purdy. My victory, Cole. But I'll take a victories, man. I don't give a fuck how we take them. It ain't our fault. It ain't the Packers' fault. Your team is hurt. It ain't our fault. Your quarterback ain't playing. It ain't our fault. Your left tackle ain't playing. Don't blame it on us. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame it on us. It ain't our fault. It's your fault. Your player's fault. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we ain't had Jair. We ain't make excuses. We won. We won the game. You know what I mean? I'll take a victory. I don't give a fuck who hurt. I don't care. I don't care. Your whole team hurt. I do not care. I do not care. You know what I mean? I don't care. In this league, it's about wins, and you got to get them. So we were supposed to win. We would have lost this game, and we would have had to have some soul searching. We would have had to have some type of intervention. We would have lost this. You had to win that at home, depleted team. You had to beat them that way too. By a dub, over a dub. You had to dub them. Teams like that, you got to dub. You don't let them stick around like they was doing for a minute. You give them hope. You don't give a team like that hope. Put them out their misery. God damn it, euthanize them, euthanasia, whatever they call it. Shit, put them out their misery. But it's looking tough for them. I mean, all air shit. If the Rams win tonight, they play Philly. So you need the Rams to really win. I don't like none of them fucking teams. Okay, I don't like none of them. But I wouldn't mind not seeing the Niners make the playoffs. I ain't gonna lie. I do not care for the Niners. I respect them. I have friends at work that are big Niner fans. And I understand. But that's the luck of the draw, man. That's the way this league is. This league, you could be on the top of the mountain one year, and you could be at the bottom of it the next. So you got to stay humble. That's why I tell teams and people, chill, bro. Like it ain't that serious. More games to play, or it's a lot of things can happen. Like even with us, I'll take the victory. Could we beat them more? Yes, we could have beat them by 40 points if we wanted to. We should have. Should have been 30 some points. It could have been 24 if it weren't for fucking Watson, Butterfinger, slippery hand ass. Shit. You got to catch those footballs. Can't be bullshitting like that. Fucking bullshit. But I'll take it. I don't care. I don't care who go down. I don't care who hurt. That ain't my fault. That ain't our fault. You take that out on your coach. You take that out on them players. God damn it. Don't be that. Yo, only one could. I'm going to hear this shit all tomorrow. All tomorrow. Y'all wouldn't have won if it weren't for... Man, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. It ain't my motherfucking fault. I ain't your fan. I ain't a fan of your team. And look at what my team did. My team won. So I can brag today. I can brag the whole week till Thursday. And Thursday, you know what's going to happen too. 9-3. 9-3, baby. That's what we going to do. So again, let's talk about a little bit about Minnesota. But again, 49er fans, I don't give a fuck about your team. Bang, bang, knees, nuts. Fuck your team. Okay? My mom say, don't be cussing so much. I got to. It make y'all, when I curse, it's seriousness. I'm serious. Okay? I need to stop cursing. But this is not a podcast, live stream, whatever you want to call it. Be letting your kids watch. Don't let your kids watch me. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them listen to me right now. You know what I mean? Eventually, I might become a PG channel if I get sponsors and all that. But I don't have no reason to. I don't get paid from this shit. Don't might pay my bills. Oh, this shit don't pay my bills. So I feel I do what I want on my channel till otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Now, somebody want to sponsor me, then cool. I'll clean it up for them. But other than that, it ain't gonna happen. This is R-rated content here. We don't hold back. We don't bite our tongue. We don't lie. We don't say what Packer fans. I don't say what Packer fans want me to say. I ain't controlled. You know what I mean? I think a better, cleaner game for me, for Matt LaFleur, a better game. He didn't really have none of the bonehead calls and shit. You know what I mean? He had some real nice play calls. It's like I like that sneaking that play in there for Kraft. It was unpredictable, for him to walk in and get the touchdown. I like to call on 3rd and 2, being aggressive. We could have easily ran it there, got stopped, kicked the field goal. But I think to me, like those short yardage plays, Rodgers was notorious for them. He would burn you. It would be 3rd and 1. And he will burn you. for a touchdown. He will burn you for a big play. I think he got a lot of his touchdowns, bro, on short yardage, third down plays, and fourth down plays too. I've seen him throw up a touchdown or two on like 4th and 2, 4th and 1. We went for it, and we scored a touchdown. So not being predictable. That's the main thing I said about Matt LaFleur. He becomes predictable sometimes. A lot of running the ball. It's like I said, that weather is changing up there. Okay, that weather is changing, and having a back like Jacobs makes a big difference. It makes a hell of a difference when that weather is cold and people don't really want to get in there. They really don't want to put their nose in there. You know what I mean? They really don't want that guy coming head first towards them, and we were able to take advantage of him. Like I said, man, great game today to take advantage and just dominate a team that needed to be dominated. There's no way you let a team like that stick around. We played with a lead the whole game. Could have been a bigger lead, but you have those miscues. You have those plays where you should be making and it's concentration game. I mean, that's one thing I want to start seeing more on the defense is take big shots. You got him. Watson is fast, man. You scheme him up to get him wide open like that, which was a beautiful ball thrown and a beautiful play call. But again, it takes two to tango, and Love got to put it where he can get it, and if he's able to get it, he needs to get it to fucking football. Shit, that pissed me off. I'm still hot about that. I'm still hot because one, I want him to get it because I want to see this kid succeed. I want to see him be that guy that they're going to have to scheme and plan for. Now it's kind of like, oh, okay, it's 50-50 ball. Is he going to get it or not? I guarantee Dawes would have caught that motherfucker. Heath, I don't know about Wicks. Reed, I know he would have. But those are type of plays, man, Watson got to make, man, especially he's our speed guy. He's, that's that same shit Valdez used to do with us, He used to do that. He used to be pissing me off like, man, come on, bro. You got to make that play. Yeah, so like I said, man, no more bang, bang, gang. Y'all might not even make the playoffs. I hope y'all don't make the playoffs. Y'all chances drop down to like 15%. But, it's still a lot of football left. And, y'all division ain't shit. The Rams could easily lose tonight. Seems like no one in that division just wants to leave, like pull ahead. Arizona had a chance. They played Seattle today. Not really worried about Seattle. I know we played them in a couple weeks, I think. And I'm not really worried about them. They don't really shock us. They don't really give us the they don't make us feel like they're down. Like I thought on the beginning of the season, I was like, okay, I think Seattle's gonna be a definite, playoff team. But Geno Smith, he's good. He's okay. You know what I'm saying? He's in that bottom. I don't want to say bottom tier because that's really bad. But he's in that like third tier. You have that elite tier. You got the average tier. You got the below average tier, then you got the terrible tier, So I think it's like 5 tiers to me. And he's in that, average tier to me. He's a quarterback that you can win with. But everything has to be clicking for Seattle to, dominate. But let's talk about Miami. Miami whooped the Patriots today. I think it was like 38-31, sort of similar. Sort of similar score to what we played. They played the Patriots. Come on now, rookie quarterback. Patriots ain't really shit. They're trash now. Nobody cares. You got 6 Super Bowls. That shit don't matter now. You can't walk in there. You can't walk in the building talking about we got Super Bowls and what the history of the team is. You got to go out there and play. You got to go out there and produce. And I just don't think like Miami, to me, Miami just don't feel world beating. Tua is okay. He's a I feel like he got a noodle arm. He got a cream puff arm. He can't really throw the ball, 50, 60, 70 yards. They get a lot of their chunk plays and big plays on like quick slants. So you got to just be in position. It's just about being in position. I think people kind of caught on to the Tyreek Hill and what he does deep. Ain't no more of that shit he used to do in Kansas City. So all you got to do is play him physical, play him. He's small. You know what I mean? He's small. He's big, but he's small and he just tries to run past you. So, um, that's all you got to do is have somebody over the top. But most of their big plays and if you look at it, it's a quick slant for 10 yards, and then the wide receiver is able to run and make the big play. That's how they get their big chunk plays. It ain't no big bombs because Tua ain't got no big arm like that. He ain't got no big arm. He got a cream puff arm. He got an arm similar to like what's his name? Dude for Carolina. He got one of them arms. He ain't got no big arm. He got he could throw a 20, 30, 40 yards maybe, but he's not throwing that motherfucker 50, 60 yards. He's not doing a Mahomes to Tyreek Hill. It is not that type of deal. Like I said, it's shut down their options, and you pretty much beat the game. I don't think Jalen Ramsey is as dominant and shut down as he used to be. Even when he was on his way out from LA, Devontae was just toy with him. And I think our wide receivers with their footwork and size and speed, Jalen ain't gonna really, Jalen try to gets in people's head. If you don't let him affect you and stuff like that, you're good. But I just love that. I think we have too many weapons to, kind of dictate what the game would be. So I'm not really worried about Miami. It's going to be a good game, of course, but we're playing at home. We're playing, it's going to be a little colder weather, a little bit more for them to adjust, but good win, boys. Go Pack, go. What up, GG? Yeah, man, it's not going to be a total dominant game. It can be because, like I said, we never really had issues beating the shit out of Miami. We've never really had issues beating Miami. I'm not worried about Miami at all. At all. Not worried about Tyreek or Waddle. None of that, Should be a victory again. But like I said, man, it's over for the bang bang game shit. You guys really don't have nothing to look forward to. I think y'all eras in both sports is kind of over. Gold State not going back to no more championships, not winning no more championships. And also the Niners. The Niners had chance. They had a chance last year. But I think next year it's going to be tough, bro. You're going to have to figure out if you're going to pay Purdy or not, which I think they do. I think they got a lot of stock in Purdy, but I don't think Purdy will be that dominant quarterback. I think he's better than a lot of people. I'll take him over, Levis. I'll take him over Stroud. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll take him over Stroud. You take him over Sam Darnold. You take him over who else? I take him over Geno Smith, Kyler Murray. I think he's the second best quarterback in that division. I take Matthew Stafford right now and out of that division. The way Caleb has been playing the last 2 weeks, he's been playing better, but I still take Purdy over him. I take Purdy over Dak if I'm not just looking for numbers. I'm not with the empty stat padding. I take Purdy over. Let's see. I take him over Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Bo Nix. Who else will I take him over? Anthony Richardson. I take him over Tua. Who else will I take him over? I think that's almost it. I don't take him over Love, Jackson, Allen, Herbert. Stafford, um, Patrick. He's up there for me, man. I mean, he's either 10 or outside 10. Would I take him over Jalen Hurts? No. I just think I can do a lot more with Jalen Hurts. I like how he uses his legs and stuff like that. He's a smart quarterback. I feel like he has, but he's up there for me. Purdy, I give Purdy respect, man. Being that seven rounder too, man. But I think he's better than a lot of people in this league, and it shows the difference he makes for San Francisco. And I think San Francisco is going to have to do a lot of soul searching. They got to lock him down and got to keep him healthy. It's unfortunate. I would have liked to play them 100%, just because it would show us, what can we do with that with that type of pass rush? What can we do with Purdy and I know they down Ayuk and shit, so that's tough too. But I think Purdy and Bosa makes that a totally different game, and I would have liked to seen that game. Might not be able to see it for next. I don't know what the schedule is looking like next year, if we're able to play them again, or if we, it'll be a year or two, a couple years from now, or something. But it seems like it's almost we're good to play them every year, whether it's the playoffs or regular season. We find a way to match up and meet each other, and it's becoming a historic rivalry. It's becoming a something that to watch, and good to see us on prime time tonight. Like I said, I wish it was a different game, because I really want to put a microscope on us, and I think Thursday will. Let's hope, let's pray Dobbs is okay. No, he had a head injury. Hoping it ain't a concussion, because he might have to miss the game Thursday. But that still ain't no excuse. You still have Heath and Wicks, and we still have 4 to 5 capable wide receivers, and that's and we have a great running game. So but victory is a victory again. Salute to everybody. 8-3 at this time. I think I had that about right. Again, because I did have a splitting with both Minnesota and the Lions. But I had it on my schedule, what I felt the Packers were going to end up being, was a 12-5 team, with the ceiling of 14-2, and the ceiling being 14-3 was the ceiling for me, which is still very capable of us achieving. So we did lose them two, one to Minnesota, one to Detroit, and we get our get back. So I had a splitting. So I'm not going to guarantee victories, but I expect those games, and those games were not, we weren't, well, I know we had issues with the Minnesota game. We were down, 28 points, but we fought back, and something clicked with us, and we still were able to have opportunity to win that game. So, so great game again. Josh Jacobs, shout out to him, man. I'm happy he's a Packer. And, I'm happy we were able to pull that off and get him and get him in the building, and he's making a big difference. And, I feel like, to me, it was an upgrade just because of the ability of him. That takes nothing away from Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is still a great back in this league. But if I had to choose the two, come on now. If I had to choose between any one of those guys, I know Saquon would have probably been some more money. I don't even know if Saquon even wanted to come there. But even Henry, but Jones is definitely a top 10 running back in this league when he's healthy and he's given opportunities, and especially in a certain type of offense. When he has good wide receivers, I don't think he's the running back to carry a team. he's not that type of quarterback to me. I mean, running back, but he's a more than capable running back. And I just feel like, to me, Josh Jacobs was an upgrade, not a downgrade, or not a, searching, because it would have been nice to see Dylan, him and Dylan, and I really wanted to see what Dylan was going to bring to the table. But hopefully Marshawn Lloyd can fucking quit running into roadblocks. Now he had to get his appendix took out, and hopefully, man, this is just not, hopefully this man's able to get on the field. We put high stock in him. We invested a high pick on him. So we'll see, man. But other than that, man, that's my pretty much my breakdown for the game today. Good game. Like I said, man, victory is a victory. And I take them. I'm not finna just sit up here and just make it. I'm not making excuses for no other team except my own. If we would have lost today, then that's different. But yeah. So we'll take the victory. Take it how we get it. 8-3 now. Big game Thursday. While I'm not gonna try to eat a lot because I fucking want to be asleep by then. But we got the big game Thursday. Primetime game Thursday night. Thanksgiving game, and yeah, man. So other than that, celebrate the win today. Get back to work tomorrow. And that's it, man. So I'm gone. I appreciate y'all, man, coming through today. If you ain't subscribed already, please subscribe, man. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.